trying to sound like a stupid chicken. Hey, what's going on? We're going to have a cockfight today. What? That's illegal. No, not that kind of fighting. It's a fight between Junior and the chicken hawk. What? He had a fight? Yeah, Junior won. Really? Yeah, let's have Tree talk about it. Hey, where are we at now? Where are we at here? Wait a second, let me get rid of this thing real quick. Hello, Friday morning. Oh, God, let me get rid of this stupid chicken. Put on my hat from Sheridan Park Farms. Great YouTube channel. They're both located at North Carolina. Chuck and Chandra Lewis. Great couple. They raise chickens, turkeys, pigs, and cattle. And they go and sell it at market on weekends. You know, like I sell my coffee. Ooh, speaking of coffee sales have been bad. Really bad. So bad that I might be combining two websites to save that extra money every month for the website. That's how bad. Ooh, shoot me. But yeah. Where's my screen at? What are we talking about today? I have it up on my screen here. There we go. Come on, open up. I know one thing we're talking about. We're talking about Junior. Yep. Oh, Junior, where you at? Let me bring up Junior's picture real quick. Junior. Nope, that's not Junior. There's Junior right there. Junior is a juvenile Barred Rock Rooster. And he did an amazing deal. Last Sunday, hey, get in your chair. Load up in your chair. Load up. People want to see you. Go on, get in your chair. There we go. Bailey's in on the deal. Well, that was real nice. Bailey, get in your chair. Load up. She don't want to load up in the chair. But last Sunday, I was in the front yard talking with the customer and picked up some eggs. And there was commotion to my right and over my poultry netting area where I have a coop at. I move a fence on a weekly basis. I move the fencing around so they're always on green grass. A big, huge hawk landed, grabbed one of my hens. And I ran over there, and as I'm running over there, Junior goes after that hawk. I mean, normally the roosters and the chickens run for the chicken coop. They run for cover. But no, Junior went after this hawk. And you know, when let me make that picture disappear, but when a rooster attacks you with his legs, because of their spurs, you know, we're going to pretend like my thumbs are my spurs on the legs, you know, they do like that. And they hit you with your legs like that. And they're trying to hit you with those spurs. And that's how they defend themselves. And plus with their beak and everything. And they, you know, rear up their hackles and all that, trying to make themselves look bigger. But that's what he did. Junior got up on that hawk and was taking his spurs and hitting the side of that hawk's head. And I mean, and the hawk, like, oh, he was pissed. And he let go of the hen and like turned his attention to Junior, and Junior went after him again and started hitting him again. And then the hawk took off and flew right into that electrical fencing. And you can see that the hawk's face hit the electrical fencing and got shocked and kind of set back from it. And Junior hit him again. Wham! Started just knocking the crap out of him. And Junior was pumped up big time. I couldn't believe it. The hawk finally got up and took off, and it landed about 20 yards south of the fence and sat there. And that hawk was shaking its head like, what the hell happened to me, you know? But it walked over to a live oak tree I have over there, and it disappeared. I don't know. It disappeared. But Junior was all pumped up big time. And he was cracking me up. There's Miss Bailey. Where you at? Yeah, there you are. Oh, she's in her chair now. So, but I got in the coop in the egg laying nest area, or not egg laying, in the chicken run. And here's the aftermath. The feathers from the hen and so forth. But then he didn't get the hen. The hen was fine. I went to check over the hen, and when I went to pick up the hen to check her out, Junior attacked me. His adrenaline was pumping big time. So then I picked him up too, and I was petting him, and I flipped him over, and I checked him out and everything, and held him, kind of held him upside down for a bit, which it's always been my practice. It calms him down a little bit, and it did, and I was able to look at his feet, and I looked at his legs, and I picked him back up upright, and I was petting him, and looked underneath his wings and all that, just to give him a good, once over. I put him on the ground, I let him go, and he walked off, and I picked up that hen again. I did the same with her. I didn't have to flip her upside down or anything because she's really cool and calm with me anyway. And I picked her up, looked at her, and she was fine. She lost some feathers, tail feathers, feathers out of her wings, but no blood, no nothing. She looked great, and she looks even better today. So Junior kicked that chicken hawk's butt big time. I mean, every rooster I've ever seen runs for cover, makes a lot of noise, and gets his hands in the underneath the cover, underneath the coop, whatever. But I've never seen one attack a hawk. That was amazing. That really was. So week before last, I seen a reduction of eggs, and I was like, uh-oh. So I guess it's my turn now. We'll see a reduction of eggs. I mean, it dropped down to about 28, 29, 30 eggs a day. And I was like, ooh, this is good, And then Monday, boom. Or no, Sunday, I went to collect eggs, and I had 46 eggs. This basket held 46. That's 46 eggs. And I mean, I couldn't believe how nice they were. 46 beautiful eggs. 44 the next day. 40, 41 on Wednesday. Thursday, I had 30. Yesterday, I had 39. So, 39 yesterday. So, we'll see how we do today. But yeah, it's all of a sudden they just stopped laying for a little bit, but they're back to normal. That's crazy. Who knows? But people constantly compliment me on my eggs, how beautiful they are and so forth. They are beautiful eggs. And they're like, how do you wash them? I'm like, no, I don't wash them. They're just the way they are. I use that. Here's a picture of the back of my coop. If you look to the left, you'll see that PVC pipe. That's my watering system I built. And next to it is the galvanized metal hen gear box egg laying nest. This one is set up so that the roost is on the little perches on the inside, and they're crawling from the front on the inside, and then I collect the eggs on the back. And you can arrange this where you can take that egg laying nest and put it on the front, and mount the back onto the inside, where if you're walking inside your coop, and you can check the eggs that way. I have it so I can just walk up without disturbing them and take the eggs out of the back. And I have 2 more of these egg laying rollout nest boxes, but they're not made by hen gear. They're made by best nest box or whatever, and they're not the best. They're not the best at all. The best so far is the hen gear box. I've had eggs break in the best nest egg box, I think it's called. I've had eggs break in that, and there's like the astroturf in the front. They lay their eggs on that. It rolls back, and it rolls back onto a metal grate where they get cracked from hitting that metal grate. One egg bouncing into the other one when egg laying, so forth like that. The hen gear nest box is the best I've found. They're both priced about the same. If I was to buy another one, I'd buy a hen gear box. I would. In fact, I'd love to buy 2 more, actually. Well, I'd like to buy 4 more. Replace those 2 I have that are the best nest box because they don't work that well. But I do like the headgear. Let me see if I got the other pictures. No, I don't. Shoot me. Got indigestion here. Let's see. This one have it. Yeah, here it is. That's the best nest box right there. I have the mounted on the inside so I can walk up to the outside, open that up, and check them. And it makes it real easy because that's 2 separate coops right there. Now this picture is set up here so that I can show the winterizing of the coops. Have you winterized your coops yet? I hope you have. I mean, you don't have to go drastic over it, but you should, because we got some really cold temperatures coming next week, and for days in a row. If it was going to be, maybe a couple hours, 32 degrees, and going back up, from the, going back up, higher temperatures be one thing, but we're going to have some really cold days. I think we might even have a day or two of complete days of freezing weather out here. So I want to make sure they're really warm and comfortable. So these are um, plastic over these windows. Now I have since placed more wood around them. If you notice around them, it looks like there's some wood missing. I just temporarily put it up for one day when we had 30-degree temperatures, and now it's completely surrounded in wood, and it's tacked down real well so it doesn't move, and the wind doesn't move it, and the wind doesn't blow underneath it. But if you notice this door, there's a 1-foot gap on top of the door, so that's my ventilation right there, because you don't want it completely sealed because it can build up condensation, and that moisture can get on their combs, and the combs can freeze, giving them frostbite. Which brings me to this. Our chicken medical expert, Howard Davenport, said that you should pre-treat those combs. Yes, you do. Pre-treat them. How you going to pre-treat your combs? Bag Balm skin moisturizer. I don't know a feed store that doesn't sell this stuff. I use it on my knuckles because during the winter months, my knuckles dry up and they get all cracked and everything. I use this stuff on my knuckles. I think it's from putting my hands in my pockets all the time. I would put my hands in my jean pockets, sitting around, and they get dried out real easily. Well, this stuff is amazing. It works really well. Um, I have another product I use. I have a skin condition. It's real thin skin. I have real poor circulation in my legs. My skin dries out real quick, and it gets hard and it cracks and opens up, and it's a big mess. So I got to use a moisturizer on it every night, and I use Cetaphil lotion on my legs, and it works really good. But there's parts on my feet that get so dried out, I have to use what's it called? Oh man, I had it in my head earlier this morning because I want to talk about it. Um, it's like a Vaseline base, but it's not Vaseline. Vaseline is a good thing to put on your chicken's combs. Howard does not recommend using Vaseline. What I was going to use is a medicated stuff that I use for my legs, and I actually get extra medication added to it at the pharmacy. They mix it up, and oh god, I'll think about it in a second. But yeah, I can't remember the name of it. I've been using it for years, and of course, I draw a blank from mine. Um, oh god, what's that called? I'm gonna look it up real quick. Oh, what's it called? Aquaphor. That's it. Aquaphor. Yeah, healing ointment. It doesn't have like ointment, real like ointment. Like a lot of people think ointment's kind of smelly and everything, but this stuff is really good on extremely dry skin. And I'm wondering if it would do the same on a chicken comb. I don't know. I have to ask Howard about that. But I know for sure use Bag Balm. You can get Bag Balm at Walgreens. You can get it at a lot of your feed stores have it, but just use Bag Balm. But Aquaphor is a great product I've been using for years on my own dry skin. Um, it works just as well as the Bag Balm does. It's just in bigger containers of it. And this Bag Balm picture I have on my screen right now, that's a little 1 ounce container, a little bitty tiny thing. And if you got some leghorns like I do, or some Rhode Island Reds that have great big combs, you might want to cover them up. Pre-treat them, before they get frostbite. Any kind of frostbite they get on those combs, you can get to them. So I'll putting it on their combs and doing that. I'll be doing it to the leghorns and the Rhode Island Reds and so forth. Today's going to be kind of a tough day today. I got a Rhode Island Red Rooster that I've been trying to get rid of for weeks and weeks, trying to find a home for it. It's real friendly, but it's gotten up in age and it's fighting, and I can't have him fighting. And you see, every morning I let him out, and he runs out to the chicken tunnels and stays out in the chicken tunnels all day. He eats and drinks water out there and everything, but he goes back in the main coop. He gets in a fight with the other rooster, and I got to get him separated. Well, I have no place to put him really, and I don't need him. I don't need him. I got another Rhode Island Red Rooster that's just as friendly as he is. God, I wish someone would take him off my hands. I do have someone that would, but they feed them to their wild animals, and I just don't like that. But I'm going to go ahead and probably butcher them today for myself, and we'll have them for dinner this weekend. I hate to do that, but I mean, I'm going to, it's part of farming and all that, but I'll take him and make good use of him and brine him for a little bit, and then put him on the smoker this weekend and make a great meal. So, but no, I hate to do that, but some things you got to do sometimes, but I know a lot of other people, there are people out there that'll take them off their hands. They feed their gators and they feed their their wild game and so forth with them. But I'd rather eat them myself, get more out of them. So I got to do that today. That's not going to be fun. But I'm going to go ahead and cover up 2 of my runs with tarps, because of the fact that we're going to have days of freezing temperatures all day, and I don't want them hanging out in the run without any protection. So I'm going to do that, and the tarps will be just hanging up. They won't be permanently placed. But no, it'll be good. It'll be good. But real quick, let me see. Do I have these pictures up here? I think I do. There we go. Here's just one I show all the time. Heat lamps kill. Heat lamps kill. Remember that heat lamps will kill. You might think it's secure, and you got shavings underneath your heat lamp, and next thing you know, some type of varmint gets inside your coop, and the chicken flies up, it hits that light, knocks it down into the shavings, and boom, and next thing you got blackened roasted chicken. But you've lost all your chickens because your heat lamp fell in the shavings and caught on fire. That's not a good thing. That does not help you at all. Heat lamps will kill. Now, you might have some chickens that are quite young still that need a heat lamp, but you need to wire them on. I mean, you actually use wire. I use baling wire and run the baling wire through the screen. There's like a little cage on the outside of the lamp. I run it through there, and I run it through like around a 2x4, something like that, so it stays in place, so it does not fall, does not move, because those clamps that they have on the end of those lights, they're not secure enough to hold in place. If something hits it or bumps it, it's gonna pop off. That spring on that clamp is gonna pop off, and it's gonna fall, and it's gonna start a fire. It's not a good thing to have inside your coops. All right, you might think, oh, my poor birds are gonna be freezing this weekend. Get that plastic up, okay? Get them block the wind, because that's a big problem, is the wind, is blocking that wind. I have some coops that have, the backs of them are made from cedar pickets, and there are some gaps. I am going to hang probably a tarp on the north side of it, just to block the wind from going through those those little spots between the boards. I'll do that because I just want to block that wind. That wind is it's cold, I want to block that wind from them. I'll do that, but I'm not really concerned. I mean, they'll be warm enough. I mean, each coop has got plenty of birds in there with each other side by side. They'll stay warm. They will. I mean, if you go out to your coop at night And when it's 30-something degrees or 30 degrees outside, put your hand up underneath their wing and see how cold they are. It'll feel really good. And I do that. I'll go outside and check my birds and put my hand underneath their wing and see how cold they are. And they're quite warm. They really are. If you have a large coop and you have like 2 birds in it and they've got tons of room around them, that might be a little bit tougher to keep them warm, because you don't have that much body heat inside there. But don't go and use these lamps. Please don't. If you're going to use some type of heat source, use those. I'm sorry, I just all choked up. I've been dealing with allergies all week and I've been on medication. Yesterday, day before yesterday, my nose was running all day, but now it's better today. But there's a coop that caught on fire, and there's that heat lamp with that wire deal in there. Now I use that. I attach baling wire to that cage, and attach it to a 2x4 or something like that, so it does not move. For instance, the other night I had a visitor in the backyard. I had a bobcat, big bobcat too, and I've already gotten rid of a couple of bobcats. My camera sensor alerted me and woke me up, and I ran out there. And as I go out my bedroom, I look out, and that bobcat's on top of my brooder. And I was like, "Oh man, that's that's something." I wasn't expecting to see that, but it was on top of the brooder, looking down at my chicks. And those chicks are 6 weeks old now. And now, in fact, those chicks are now in a coop with 4 other birds. So now I have 12 in there that are all 6 to 8 weeks of age. So they're all in the same coop together now. And so I have those together now. I'm looking up something for y'all to see. Let me see here. I can find this. Here it is. Producer's Pride has it. It's chicken coop and brooder and heater. They have them for $50, and they look like a big screen, flat screen TV. And I had the picture up, but it took it down. But it's a square. It's got legs on it. And if I was going to use a heater in my chicken coops, I would use that because it's not like, pine shavings could lay right up against it and they're not going to catch on fire. But it's going to put heat out. It's going to do, that's $50. That's not bad at all. And if you want to have a heat source for your chickens, let me see if I have some information on it. Keep your chickens warm and comfortable with help with Producer's Pride Chicken Coop Brooder and Heater. The unit has 2 different modes to choose from: a heater, brooder, and uses radiant heat technology, a natural, safe, and energy-efficient choice. The unit offers 3 different height positions and has built-in thermostat to make controlling the temperature a breeze. That is what I would use, that radiant heat. And it's not going to catch anything on fire. It can fall over. It can flip upside down. It doesn't matter. It's not going to catch on fire. But it's going to put heat out, and they can stand in front of it or next to it or whatever. Or actually, you can probably put it in your coop, and as it produces heat, the heat rises, of course. They're up on their perches. That produces more heat inside there. I would get that before I buy a heat lamp and put it in the coop. That is what I would use for sure. That's the thing. That's the way to go. Producer's Pride Chicken Coop Brooder and Heater. Let me put that in the. Let me see here. I can bring that in up on the captions real quick. I'll create a caption. Producer's Pride. There we go. I'm going to show. All right, now it's showing up there. Producer's Pride Chicken Coop Heater. That's what it's called. Actually, it's Chicken Coop Brooder and Heater. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. $49.99 at Tractor Supply. The Tomball store shows they have 4 in stock on aisle 15. So there you go. If you're in the Tomball area, You want to get one of these? They're $49.99. They got 4 in stock right now in the Tomball store. They offer curbside pickup and home delivery, blah, blah, blah. That's a neat idea. If I was going to have a chicken, if I needed a heat lamp in a chicken coop, I would put that in there. Do not use the heat lamps like I have up on the screen. That is not the answer. Please don't use those. We don't want you to have blackened chicken. No, we don't need that. I used to have a picture of it up here. Let me see if I still do or not. But oh well. Oh well. But let me see. That's I think about all I'm going to talk about today. Wasn't much. I keep trying to get guests on, but it's tougher and tougher. They say I'm so busy. I'm trying to get the gal on from Seabreeze Hens down in Bay Cliff, Texas. I want to get her on. I met her at a recent event. I want to get her on. Hey, tomorrow I'll be in Stafford. Yeah, we're going to go down to Stafford, Republic Harley Davidson. And I don't know, some of y'all know I'm retired law enforcement, but I'll be down there for the Houston Police Family Support Unit fundraiser. I donated one of my Patriot knives. I built a knife called a Patriot knife. I don't ever sell them. I only donate them. I've built 413 of them now, all donated to veterans and first responder causes and fundraisers. And we'll be down there, and we're going to have the chicken poop bingo set up. And we'll be down there doing chicken shit bingo for them to raise money for them. And from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and that's the Republic Harley Davidson. They also got a chili cook-off going down there. You can get, I think you spend like $10. They give you a wristband and allows you to test chili and everything. Go around to different booths and test out the chili. And I think they'll have a food truck out there as well. But Republic Harley Davidson down in Stafford, Texas, down off of 59 South. If I was still living in Houston, I wouldn't go because I'd have to travel down 610 Loop to 59. But now that I live out here in Hockley, I'm going to jump on 99 and take that around to 59 and miss all that crap in Houston. So I said, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, because of that. Because who wants to drive in Houston? Let me see if I can bring a picture of this heat lamp up real quick, this heater. So I had one. Let's see if I still have it. So if you're in the Tomball area and you like chicken fried steak, for years, we always ate at Goodson's. Goodson's was the place to go. That and Mel's Country Cafe, or Country Kitchen, was always the place to get good food and chicken fried steak. Well, Mel's caught on fire almost a year ago, and they're still rebuilding it. Here's one of those. Here, I'll use this picture. This isn't the one I'm talking about, but this is one like it. And you can actually flip that up on its side. That's a chicken coop heater, and that produces heat as well. So that's kind of interesting. And that won't catch anything on fire, I actually have one of those. I'm not going to use it, but I could, That's I kind of forgot I had it. That's one from Premier One. That one is like you set up on legs that go underneath it, It's not the true radiant heat like that one I was talking about. Let me see here if I can find that one. But I'll go back to the Mel's and all that. So for chicken fried steak, we always went to Goodson's. Well, I went a year ago and it was horrible. And I was like, well, maybe it was just a day, So I went back another day and it was just as horrible again. And I'm like, oh man, this isn't good. What is wrong with this place? I love this place. Well, then I found out it's not the original owners, and that happens when you switch owners, whatever. So a couple of weeks go by and I hear about this restaurant called Vaqueros and just outside Tomball and Decker Prairie, Pinehurst, Decker Prairie. And I went there and they brought me this beautiful square roll. And I'm like, man, that roll tastes familiar. And they brought me my chicken fried steak and I could cut it with a fork and it was delicious. I'm like, wow, this tastes familiar. So the owner comes out and talks to me and said that he and his wife worked for Goodson's for 31 years and he quit and opened up their own place. So here's a picture of that brooder heater I was talking about. That's it right there. Yeah, that's the one to get right there. Now this looks like it has remote control. That's kind of interesting. I don't know where I got the picture of this one at. This is a Magic Fly brand, probably off of Amazon. But that's a radiant heater. That's the thing to get for your chicken coops, because that's not going to catch on fire. I mean, a chicken can lay against it, it's not going to catch on fire. Shavings can lay against it, it's not going to catch on fire. Unless it had an electrical short, it's not going to, I doubt if it catch on fire. But that's the way to go, So Vaqueros Grill, Vaqueros, Vaqueros Grill, just at the corner of 249 Hardin Store Road. Go check them out. If you're a veteran, let them know you're a veteran. You get a veteran discount. Their blackened redfish is delicious. It's more or less it's more like a baked catfish. It's not redfish, I'm sorry. It's blackened catfish. I think I said redfish, but blackened catfish. It's delicious. It's more like a baked fish with a seasoning on it, a Cajun seasoning on it. It's delicious. Their baked fish is delicious. Their fried fish is delicious. I see a lot of people eating their shrimp. I don't eat shrimp, but I see a lot of people buying their shrimp and fish combinations they have. I see a lot of people buying their burgers. I didn't really like their burgers. When I buy a burger, I like the really thin ones, like you see at Dairy Queen, with the crisp edges on them. I like those. There's a place in Tomball called Ron's Hamburger and Chili, and I eat it a lot. And they have those really thin burgers. I like those. But if I want a thick burger, I don't want it pressed together really hard, like it was made with one of those burger presses, because that makes for a tough burger. And I don't like that. I want a burger with some air in it, so you can, it's easier to chew and stuff like that. It just tastes better. So their burgers are kind of pressed. They're like a pressed burger, and I don't like that. I'm not a fan of those burgers like that. They sell those, and people they're happy with their burgers at Vaqueros, but I go for the chicken fried steak, chicken fried chicken, or their fish. It's really good. They also sell spaghetti. I don't think I'm gonna eat that burger, but I'll stick to the chicken fried steak. And their vegetables are good. The green beans, black eyed peas are delicious, and their rolls are really good too. Great family, great people, and so forth. That's really good. So if you're looking for someplace to go, they're open now 7 days a week. They were closed on Mondays. Now they've reopened up on Mondays. And I think their website shows they open up at 6:30 in the morning, but they don't. They only open for lunch and dinner. So check them out. I like to promote for them because it's a nice family. They're real nice. And they take care of our military veterans, which is a good thing. So, oh well. I got stuff to do. I got a busy day, like every day. And I'm gonna get rid of this picture right here. So you got anything to say, Bailey? Huh? She's sound asleep. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. No, man. Oh, Bailey. Bailey, you have anything to say? Bailey. 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 She doesn't have much to say, does she? Crazy dog. She's like sound asleep. Bailey. Bailey. Up. Bailey. Some service dog you are. You're not even listening to your commands. Bailey. What is wrong with you? Hey, come here. Up. Come here. Now she's listening. Now she's stretching. Get your cow looking butt over here. Up. There we go. There's my girl. Take my headphones off. People want to see you. They want to see you. They know you. Yeah, this is Bailey, my girl. So in the mornings, she likes to cuddle in the mornings. And this morning, she got up and she put her head up against mine and for like 2 seconds and pulled it away and got to the end of the bed like, come on, Dad, we got to get up. I got to pee. So I jumped up and I let her out. She had to go. But it was so funny. She gave me 2 seconds of a cuddle and then jumped off the bed. She's so funny. Oh, well. You hear those chickens crowing? Yeah. Yeah. We're going to go play with the chickens. Huh? So we got some babies. They're inside the brooders, still inside the bathroom here in the house. They're going to stay in here for another 2 weeks. They don't have enough feathers on them yet. They're growing. Wings have a few feathers on them. That's about it. But thank you. We're going to let them grow for another week or two. But like I said, we'll be down Saturday tomorrow. Republic Harley Davidson for the Houston Police Family Support Unit fundraiser. They help out more than just Houston Police. They do. They help out other law enforcement agencies as well. But great organization. They're one of the few I still help out. So yeah, and which reminds me, I'm back to building knives again because coffee sales have dropped considerably. So I had to get back into the knife business, which I enjoy. I love building knives. It's just with my disability, you're on my feet a lot. I'm on my feet a lot building knives, and that hurts my legs a lot. So if you want to keep us going, I got a little donation button up there. If you want to help donate, I greatly appreciate it. We're going on to, where's it at? Let me bring up my captions here. Bailey's Brew Coffee, and order some coffee. You drink coffee, go in and order the coffee. I greatly appreciate it. Or you can just donate, keep us alive, and keep us going. So, and be sure to click and like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. We would greatly appreciate that as well, and keep us growing. And we'll see you next time on the podcast. Bye. Bye-bye.